I'm Eternally Elle and welcome back to a new video. Yes, I know the setup is different. I just woke up from a nap. Forgive me. However, I still wanted to make my video today because I'm going to show up for you guys. I promise. It's just finals week at my college and it's a lot, but I am committed. I am dedicated because I love what I do and I love the privilege to have to do it. But anyways, today I want to talk to you guys about the real divine feminine energy. Now, I feel as though this term got twisted into something completely disgusting by the alt-right pipeline. If you didn't know, what the alt-right pipeline is trying to tell you guys about divine femininity is basically how it's women basically playing into gender roles again, right? They're basically trying to tell women that divine feminine is being barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, divine feminine is submitting to a husband, divine feminine is turning my brain off when I'm around my husband or my boyfriend, etc., right? If you guys watch my videos, you guys know damn well that I would never advocate for that kind of shit, okay? Real divine feminine energy, in my opinion, okay, is more on a spiritual level. Is more on a level of a woman knowing her worth, being confident, walking out into the world like she owns the damn place. You know, divine feminine is all about confidence to me. Divine feminine is all about receiving to me. If you are a divine feminine woman, okay, which means that you know your worth, you're confident, you don't take shit from other people, no matter if they're your boyfriend or your girlfriends, etc., that means that you allow yourself to receive. Okay, and even though you know that you can do stuff on your own, you still allow the universe to bless you with gifts. You still allow, you know, your husband or your boyfriend, if you're attracted to men, like the divine masculine, to let you just sit back and let you receive things from him, you know, because the feminine is all about receiving. And I feel like the divine feminine deserves that rest, deserves the option, you know what I mean? Because we're constantly going through shit within society. We live in a patriarchal society. We have the pressure to bring life into this world. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to. I know I personally don't want kids. However, our energy is being used for other people's gain. So I think it's really important for you guys to use this divine feminine energy to only people that deserve it and to treat others how they treat you, okay? Always match energy. That is always what the divine feminine is going to promote for you guys, okay? It's to always match energy, because you're not divine feminine if you're not matching energy, okay? Let's say, for example, someone is treating you like crap, you know, and you just want to people please that person. You just want that person to like you so bad. First of all, the divine feminine is not desperate to be liked. The divine feminine, all she knows is that she loves herself, and if that's the only person that loves her, so be it, you know. She's comfortable and content with being by herself. So the divine feminine is never desperate. Second of all, the divine feminine never takes shit from other people. The divine feminine is always matching energy. The divine feminine, you will never see this energy in a pick-me woman. You'll never see this energy in a woman that doesn't love herself. You'll never see this energy in a woman that just lets people walk all over her, right? And they end up getting their energy depleted. They end up feeling drained. They're always like, why do I feel so drained after hanging out with certain people? Why do I always feel so drained, you know, trying to keep up a conversation with everybody? Like, and these are the type of women that just can't sit in silence. These are the type of women that just are so anxious and that you could just feel it, right? So these women are not divine feminine. And that's completely fine, okay? We're all on our different life paths. We're all on our different journeys. However, these women sooner or later need to find out that that way of living is not sustainable. That way of living, not in your divine feminine energy, is going to deplete you. It is going to destroy you. And being able to be in divine feminine energy is being able to be comfortable, being able to appreciate yourself. I don't know why my camera keeps going in and out, but I'm going to try and keep it in the same spot. But being divine feminine is not submitting to gender roles. Being divine feminine is not appealing to the patriarchy. I don't know why some people get it twisted, because divine feminine was an original term from spirituality, okay? And I know that I wasn't mostly talking about spirituality, but self-love is needed if you're spiritual, okay? In order to connect with your higher powers, your guides, the universe, whoever, right? You're gonna have to love yourself. You're gonna have to be able to look inward. And that is like all what spirituality is intention and looking inward, you know, and creating the best world and universe for yourself. through manifestation. So the Divine Feminine is an amazing manifester. The Divine Feminine is an amazing woman that knows her way through life, okay? She knows what she wants and she knows what she deserves. And I want every woman to be in her Divine Feminine energy. But yeah, I know this video is short, but I kind of just wanted to talk about it because I feel as though, like, I would see a lot of TikToks of being like, oh, you fell down the alt-right pipeline if you ever use Divine Feminine or Divine Feminine energy. When in actuality, you guys just don't know the real meaning of Divine Feminine. You guys just assume that every single woman that talks about it has fallen under the alt-right pipeline, when that is simply not true. Another thing I want to point out, the Divine Feminine doesn't care about her perception of others. You know, she just says what she wants, she does what she wants, whatever she wants to do without the opinions of others getting in her way. She allows other people to perceive her in a certain way, and she doesn't care because she knows herself. And that's all that matters. However, I was just tired of the internet trying to twist it and being like, oh, you fall under the alt-right. No, I just learned to love myself, and that's what every woman should do. You know, if we're talking true Divine Feminine energy, I feel like every woman should fall into that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at EternallyL and my TikTok at EternallyL. And be sure to catch up with my podcast, Eternally Me, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. See you guys next week. Love you guys.